Okay, Pisces, this is your weekly tarot card reading and astrology summary from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Welcome, guys, to my tarot table. My name is Michelle. For those of you who are just finding my channel, thank you for giving the video a chance. And for those of you who are returning, bless you for all your support. Thank you so much. Pisces, this is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It's an energy reading. So the energies I describe are going to be applied to where they resonate in your life, because this is your reading. So please do apply them to where they resonate. And you might want to try your sun sign and your moon sign video as well, because sometimes they resonate even more based on what's going on in your natal chart. There's always an extended reading, which I do hope you join me for. It's the most fantastic way of supporting the channel as well. It's awesome. So I'll leave the links down below, put them to the top of the comment section in the description box, as well as I'm going to link them right above here. So at the end of the video, you can just tap right on it and get right to it. If you really love this video, please do remember to share that love by giving it a thumbs up and by subscribing to the channel so that you know when I upload all your favorite content. What else was I going to say? Oh, this usually comes so fluently for me. Interesting. If you really, really, really love my content, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation. And there, Monday through Friday, I go live. And you can live chat with me. I even do a general tarot card reading for everybody as we discuss the daily astrology. So I hope to see you guys there too. Yes, there are cards in front of me, but let's go over the technicalities of the astrology first. In Pisces, your natural house, we have Venus and Neptune. Neptune is at 23 degrees Pisces and Venus is at 7 degrees Pisces. Neptune moves much slower than Venus. Venus will cruise on through, but Neptune will definitely linger for a while. Now, Neptune at 23 degrees, that means that you guys that have a natal sun at Pisces, between Pisces 20 degrees and 25 degrees, Neptune is conjunct your sun. This is a very creative time for you, to the point where you will be getting distracted by your creativity. And it's also a time of a spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And those things take time. And so this transit will be with you for a while. Now, this week, Neptune is sextile to Mercury. So you're going to get a lot of clarity and a lot of ability to articulate exactly what you're understanding and what you've awakened to, which means it is an exceptional time for creativity, writing, drawing, painting, creating, sculpting, whatever it is. You will be able to logically and pragmatically articulate what your creativity is inspiring. So it's actually a very productive time for you. Interestingly enough, Neptune is also says a square to the South Node. And Jupiter has an interesting relationship with the South Node too. It's challenging. Both Jupiter, which is your traditional ruler, I think it's, so no, it's not says a square, it's quincunx. So these are challenges. They're not horrible challenges, but they're challenges to both your ruling dignitaries coming from the South Node, which means it means that the universe is imploring you to challenge yourself and get out of your comfort zone. And maybe your comfort zone is what is batting heads with your progress and your growth, since Jupiter does rule progress and growth. So there's this sense of, have you gotten so comfortable with something that you're not embracing the opportunities to do something outside of the box that you sort of drawn yourself into, which is not usually usual for Pisces, but there will be a lot of clarity overall, because Neptune is going to impact all of you. But like I said, especially those at 20 to 25 degrees natal sun. For those of you who are between 4 and 10 degrees natal sun, natal Pisces, right? Venus is conjunct your natal sun, which is going to bring an allure, a glamour, a beauty, an attractiveness to your character, to your personality. It could also bring the tendency to want to overspend and be luxurious and be decadent. So it could bring increased amounts of food that you're eating, increased sensuality, a lot of time for beautifying yourself. It is actually a great time to beautify yourself, but also a time when people will be noticing you and be more attracted to you. So that could be something that you might want to take advantage of. Let's get into, now we begin a week, I gotta say this, we begin the week with a grand water trine, Venus in Pisces, the moon in Cancer, and the south node in Scorpio. So this is a time when there's like extra romanticism, especially coming from the past. Whatever that means to you, I gotta say, these are beautiful cards. Okay, we have Cancer, and we have Scorpio, and then we have the Four of Wands. So this is especially watch today, because that's when the grand trine is happening. This is when there is a happy trio in the sky and you're all working in perfect unison. There's going to be a lot of communion and gathering and togetherness and the ability to attract people or be around people that really appreciate you and really understand you. Now, overall, the Chariot is moving forward, and the Death card is reinventing yourself completely. So this could also be something to do with your family, a family starting over, or the prospect of family reinventing itself or resurrecting itself. And then we have marriage potential. So marriage, happiness, like I said, communion, something is completing itself. And it's interesting because the moon card is the only one that's here. This has to do with a defeat in the past. So something that was defeated in the past, maybe you gave up hope of having a family, or being able to be married or start a family, create a family, be able to move forward. There is something here that is saying you're finding completion, you're finding togetherness, and you're finding partnership with regards to whatever this event was in the past that said no go. I'm wondering what that was. So we're just going to clarify more. What is this? Maybe you're going to a wedding of a Pisces and a Cancer. I mean, a Cancer and a Scorpio. Or you're deciding to move forward with a Cancer or a Scorpio. If you're with a Cancer, if you're with a Cancerian, something is resurrecting itself. Like there's a second chance here. If you're with a Scorpio, there's progress that's coming with your relationship. You're leveling up, or you're planning a wedding. There is definitely triumph, victory, and success, and clarity, as well as communication. I think this has something to do with being able to finally move forward on something that you thought was dead. Now, this could be an event. Think of the Four of Wands as almost a stage or a setting. So it could be an event that you're going to go to. Everybody's getting together. A sense of, yes, now is the right time. Something in the past took it away from you. I mean, if it was a big event, it could have been COVID, right? Like 2020 to 2022, a lot of big events were canceled because of the pandemic. So this could be the first time in a long time that you're actually able to travel, go somewhere, and it's like the passion is still there. You can reinvent yourself, and this would be the chance to take the chance to do it. You know, in the past, you weren't allowed to. Something stopped you, and nothing came out to clarify it, but it wasn't that too long ago. So it wasn't way out over here. It didn't come out. So something cut you off. And like I said, if this was a big social gathering, which it looks like with two major arcana, that this is something that a lot of people were involved with. If this was a big social gathering, then it was canceled. It was canceled over the past 2 years. And now it's saying it's back on. And you should still have interest, and you should start motivating yourself, and you should start filling out the applications or planning the airfare, or you should go this year, is what it's saying. So I don't know when it's going to take place, but whatever travel plans or whatever event you had to put off, it's getting back in the works now. And definitely make the decision to commit yourself to it, because this is when it was meant to happen. This is when there's a lot, all of a sudden, everything moves along smoothly. It may even happen so smoothly you're like, what? But the thing is, the energy's already lined up. And this is actually the right time in 2023. So it's saying, Pisces, get ready, Pisces, because this is going to open up a lot of doors, a lot of opportunity, and things are going to move really quickly, especially maybe with a King of Wands. Now, this could be a person, it could be actual somebody that you're with, that you were dating, that you were in love with, or it could just represent your creativity. And this is telling me it's something that you had a lot of conviction on and that you were creating, and that now you can proceed, and you will proceed rapidly and smoothly. Things will start to fly. Some readers, I've heard readers call this the arrows of love, Cupid's arrows. So it could be that all of a sudden, something that you thought was dead, somebody that you thought was gone, is all of a sudden returning with a big old heart on for you. I'm just gonna say, that's kind of what it looks like. So where are we going with this? Honestly, I don't think you know how you feel about it, because we got the Queen of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, which means you're kind of unsteady about it. You're really not sure about it, because you're thinking logically and objectively. You've kind of removed yourself a little bit from this situation romantically, and you're able to get the clarity. But I gotta tell you, there is still love there. We have two queens looking at each other. This could be, in some situations, a same-sex relationship, because we have two feminines trying to work things out, or trying to figure out a situation that has sort of made them uncomfortable or put them on different grounds or different footing, and they're trying to work things out. They do have very contrasting mindsets, because the Queen of Swords doesn't think or speak anything like the Queen of Cups. They're very contrasting. They you know, one speaks from the heart, one speaks from the head, and it's sort of trying to sort of just work things out. This could even be you're planning something with somebody that you don't work easily with. So if there is any tension, it could be with somebody with a kind of a conflicting way of looking at things with you. But like I said, this could also be a same-sex marriage and trying to figure things out, work things out, or plan a wedding, right? That's definitely what it could be, because we have the Hierophant here. We have the Four of Wands here. This is, once again, there's a lot of energy that's related to marriage and wedding. It could be that you're finally able to go to a marriage or a celebration. So it may not be your own, but now something is back on. And it would be a big event that tried to be planned in the past, and something happened, it failed, and now it's back on again. But it will happen this year, maybe up to 8 months from now, but I don't think it would be any more than that. The Hierophant is here saying it's traditional, or something with traditional value systems might be throwing it off, because it's not traditional. It would be I don't know. I just feel like this is a marriage between two people. It may not be not same sex, but two feminines. Let's put it that way. It could be two feminines. So that could be the reason why nobody is making overt decisions or feels comfortable making overt decisions, because a lot of times feminine energy likes to be more supple and more malleable. And so nobody's coming forthright and being more masculine and saying, I'm making this choice. This is what we're going to do. That's a very masculine thing to do. So it might behoove you to bring in somebody that can make quick and rapid decisions and will be able to maybe guide you through this situation if you need some extra help. Maybe not. And maybe this is blatantly a same-sex relationship. And I don't think the Two of Pentacles is anything bad. I think there's just a lot to balance, and you've never done this before, so you're trying to figure it all out. But in a way, I don't know why the Hierophant is here. This could be money. This could have nothing to do with a relationship, and instead be trying to figure out or balance something with finances, or figure out how you're going to be able to afford this and make it work financially. But I can tell you the answer right now. It's in partnership as well as enthusiasm, which means that you could be raising money or trying to get money together now to create this, in which case I would say do it. I would say absolutely do it. You can, because Neptune is sextile to Mercury, so this is a great time to present your ideas to people and have people listen to you. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see how this outcome is going to happen. I got to grab a moon card for you guys too. Oh, you're going to be very happy with the way this turns out. You just got the 9 of Cups. Like, all of this is happening now. You're being pushed to really share your creativity and commit to your creativity and make this a reality. No matter how challenging it is, you will meet those challenges and things will move smoother and more quickly than you think, but you do have to act fast. This could be a dream come true, a wish come true. It could put you on the road to really extreme success. So yeah, Pisces, you got to do this now. In reverse, we have embarrassment. Maybe you have a fear of embarrassment. Okay, you've been isolating yourself because you think you're embarrassed somehow, or somehow you think you've been rejected or feel rejected and it was embarrassing. So this could be that you have a past with this, and that's why this is here, because there's some relative associated pain going on with this person or this situation or this event, whatever it is. There's some pain that was formed inside of you, and so this is not, you feel embarrassed, or there's still some hardship or heartache or feeling like somebody dumped you, somebody embarrassed you, somebody left you by yourself, somebody wasn't there for you, or you felt embarrassed, you felt rejected, you felt like I was the one that was not chosen. There's a history here, there's a past with this circumstance or situation that will be challenging to you, and you will have to work on getting over. Because I tell you, this year is not 2 or 3 years ago. You are not going to get the same response, and it's hard for us to know. But it's hard for us to know when the past is not the past, when it's something that's unfinished. And that has been a common theme all week, that the past is coming back, but it's actually not. It's something that wasn't finished. It's something that wasn't completed, that never went away, and it's emerging now because there's space for it to emerge, and it needs to be confronted and it needs to be done. So even though this may have really, like embarrassed you or caused you a lot of stress, you got to get back to this, because this is the time when it will actually work out. I don't think it was ready. The timing wasn't right. We have nothing will come of this situation void of course, and you are good enough. So you are good enough even though nothing happened or something failed. It's this week specifically, the challenge will be for you to feel good enough even though you may have failed in the past. For you to realize that you're not defined by people's judgments of you or people's decisions about you that happened in the past. You are good enough even though nothing came of this situation. So working through that, either just working through the stress, working through the pain, working through the suffering, that's what will be front and center right now. That came out right in the middle of the reading. So that's what you're working out right now. It's like feeling good enough again. And that's that. Remember I told you both Jupiter and Neptune are having trouble with the south node. So there's a sense of it wasn't nice. It wasn't easy. It maybe you were rejected. Something was hurtful. And ultimately, that's what's challenging you, because there's a sense of, okay, but now that I have a chance to, I don't really want to do it. I may not want to do it. You do want to do it. I'm telling you, the creativity energy is correct now. It's just, I think it's either pride or fear that's getting in the way, but that's in the past. This event, this person, this opportunity is not in the past. Stuff is not finished with them, but what's in the past is the rejection of being let go. And this is the opportunity to help you heal and feel good about yourself again, so that you realize, oh, I can move on. And this is a new opportunity, right? This, once again, I can't even tell you guys enough. This is a huge opportunity. You must take this opportunity. It's legitimately being presented to you by God, God's self. And if you don't take it, you got to take it. Please take it. Please, please, please. Virgo energy is about healing and oh my God, Pisces. Justice came out, and then so you're about to get so in other words, if you apply again and you got rejected, you apply again, audition again, put it in again, because this time around people are going to make a decision in your favor. And guess what? It's because they see how quality of your work, or maybe your work quality has improved, and that's why their opinion of you has changed. But you are definitely going to get this time. You must absolutely do it. People will love, respect, and appreciate all that you've done, and you will have the money to do it. This just flew off randomly. This is like your financial struggle, this could actually be the big lotto win. And I don't mean lotto, but it's like, this is the kind of breakthrough that it'll be. It'll make you money. It'll make you money. You won't have those financial issues anymore, or that struggle, or the stress, or be rejected again. Let's get into the extended, because I want to go into detail about this in all areas of your life. I will see you guys there.